So we're gonna do a different type of video, in the sense that I have no organization for it. We're just gonna chill, have a conversation, talk about some things. We'll see how long this goes. I'm hoping it'll be a decent length, for you guys. But yeah, so we have a slightly new setup, and it'll be a lot easier for me as well. So I'm really excited how this is gonna go. Um, what else? So today we're going to talk about binder maintenance. So based off the title, we'll talk about collection goals. I'm going to show you guys some updates to some of my binders, and kind of go from there. So yeah, just kind of have a conversation and talk about some things. I did try to film this before, and it did not go very well for myself. I felt like I was talking really fast, and I was like nervous in front of you guys for whatever reason. I think it's been a hot minute since I filmed. And I realized I cannot multitask and film at the same time. That is something I've learned now. So we're not gonna do that. And yeah, we're just gonna go for it. So I'm not gonna go in any particular order with the binders, but I'll just kind of pull them out as I go and kind of talk about it. So yeah. So right now I do have my ateez binder first. That was up here. So I do have some updates for my ateez binder I wanted to show you guys. So since I haven't been storing photo cards with you guys, in a minute, I figured I could show you guys some of the updates for it, and we can talk about it. So ateez is first, and I did just get a new PC today as well, which I realized I could have filmed storing that for this video, but I figured, I didn't know if I was gonna film this today or not, but I'm in the mood to film, and I missed you guys, so I hope you guys are doing well, and we're gonna just go for it. So ateez binder, there's a few updates I have for this binder. So I did get this Pob in. I thought it was lost, but luckily he's home. And it's always when I feel like they're gonna not come home is when they actually do come home. So luckily he did. And I realized I'm running out of fillers, so hopefully we can, what's the word? Have enough for later on, but that's a future me problem. So I get this Pob. It was kind of an impulse buy, but I'm like, you know what? It included EMS already, so I was like, you know what? Why not? So, and it's cute, and it's so like obviously. So I got that one. I did update this page as well. So my ateez supplier, thank you, my friend, did give me a few other cards that I needed, and gave me a son as well. And so I did rearrange this page. So this Sanwa was actually on the back of this spot, but now he has his own spot, and I put here, and I love it so much. And then this page is different now too. This one I did get on my own, but my friend did gift me, I think, majority of this page actually. I think this is the only one she didn't. I think I traded for that one, but I don't remember. So yeah, but isn't it so cute? I love it so much. I was debating on if I wanted to have it like be a full page or like not be a full page, or how I wanted it to be. And then my thought process was that I really wanted these two blue ones to be on the diagonal, because I originally had this one, and this one, like that. And so the rest of them were gifted from my friend. And so I rearranged it, and I like how it turned out. So that means, how I see it is like these two match, and then this kind of matches, and it's like opposite. So yeah, so there's that. Very excited. I think that's the only major differences in this binder from what I can remember. Everything else should be the same, if not like slightly rearranged when I did off camera I think. But that's it for the ateez binder. Let me get my next binder, which I think will be my miscellaneous binder. So let me go get her. Also, let me know if you guys like the new background. Clearly you can see my other table right here. But I realized with the table, this one is a lot larger, and I can actually reach everything a lot easier. So I hope you guys don't mind seeing this, in the corner here, because it's better than seeing the carpet. And I apologize for that area, but I can't really cover that. So anyways, onto my miscellaneous binder, aka mostly my NCT binder. And maybe one day it'll just become my NCT binder, but for now I will still hold on to it being miscellaneous. I will hold on to it as much as I can. So some updates in this binder. I did add this sticker, which I need to tape on because it won't stay. let me see. What else have I changed in here? I did add some Twice in here. I did get a Twice album. We have more girlies in here now, so everyone rejoice. We finally have more girlies in here, aside from Sujin. And I think it was just Sujin in here. Oh, I did end up adding Twice into this binder, by the way. Originally, it was my 4-page pocket binder. But since I got some more Twice, I figured I could put them in here. And I did get one Joy PC because it was really cute. And it was, I think I got her and a Daeon PC, so I figured why not get both. So they're in here now. And the backs of this page is so cute, y'all. I'm so like, I love it. Let me show you. Look at it. It's so good. Like the black and the gray and then the bright colors and everything's so cute. And then these are my Twice pulls so far. I am trying to trade two or more of my pulls. But these are the ones I have right now, so I'm really excited. So yay. Similar to my ateez binder, I wanted to have like these in a diagonal and just figure out the rest of them as I go. So that's it for this page. And I think that's the only updates I have in this binder. Oh, no, my bad. I did get a Yeonjun PC. Because I really wanted, I low-key wanted to get a Yeonjun PC, and I was like, maybe it's a sign, maybe I should get it. So I did, and I was like, I really needed the serotonin at that time, so I figured, it's fine, we'll get him. Oh, I did also get this Yuta PC. The way I'm forgetting all the things I haven't told you guys. It was like super cheap, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get him, and I did, and he matches Doyoung now, so yay. So I did rearrange this page as well, because the other PC doesn't match like the fact check era, and I'm not sure what to do with the top row, which is why it's mismatched at the moment. But I'm actually trying to trade my Mark fact check POB for a Jaehyun, so I'm hoping if I can get a trade for it eventually, that Jaehyun could go there. That was my plan. I forgot about that. Because another thing I did change in this binder, the way I forgot I did make many changes in this binder that I forgot to tell you guys about. Including this update. This page is finally done. Look at me go. So I finally did manage to get the rest of the PCs that I wanted specifically for this page. So I got Jisung, Haechan, and Jaemin. This Jisung took so long to arrive to me. I seriously thought he was lost. And once again, once I thought he was lost, he finally came home. And I did switch this PC around because it matches the vibes more when you see the back. So really excited to finish this one. It was so fulfilling. And then see, so now he matches the orange in the back. It's great because this one in the corner, which you can't see, is also orange. So this page is going to be a major work in progress, only because the 4 PCs that I would want to fill the rest of this page, I'm pretty sure are difficult to find. At least I haven't seen them for a good price. So I'm not sure if or when, but I did realize I was gonna add the names to that. So I might do that off camera because like I said, can't multitask unless I film and just don't talk and or do a voiceover, which I realized I can do for future videos because I didn't think about that the first time. So maybe in the future. But yeah, this is going to be a major work in progress. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get them, or if I do, it's going to be very slowly. But regardless, I still like how this one turned out. And the day that I'm filming this, NCT Dream's new song just came out, and I really like it. I don't know if it's going to be like on repeat for me, but I said that for like ISTJ, and that became like literally my like go-to NCT Dream song. So we'll see as time goes on if I like have it on repeat and become obsessed with it as I am with many of their songs. This page has definitely changed as well. I'm trying to find trades for some other PCs and rearrange some things because I'm like, Rachel, let the PCs go. Just because you pulled them doesn't mean you don't love them. It's just that you want your bias. And I'm like, I want my bias, or attempt to. So this page is a little bit more, I almost said bland. Is it bland the right word? No. Why am I thinking bland or dull? There's less PCs on here, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm hoping it'll change when I hopefully maybe eventually get trades, but Instagram system freaking sucks, so I might have to repost them eventually. But there's that. And then, oh gosh. Oh, this page has also been updated. I did end up getting these PCs as well. I'm really, really happy I got this one because Be There For Me is just that song. Is just that girl. I love that song so much. And so I managed to get Doyoung and Yuta, so I'm excited. And so Yuta goes here, and then I have this Haechan, which I was also from Fact Check, and I was also debating on putting it on the Fact Check page, but then I'm like, try to get Jaehyun. But also, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's almost, well, I had what's the word? An idea that I was like, I'm gonna have different boys on here aside from Shotaro, because there's two of them here on here. But like two, like different SM boys specifically, because it just happened to be the vibe. Like close up and like doing something, but clearly I'm gonna have another Yuta on the way. Because someone kindly traded me this one, and then I also have a Chenla on the way that someone also kindly traded with me. So I'm gonna put them on here because for Chenla, it's actually a part of a set that I also want to get for NCT Dream, but also is also very hard to get. I rarely ever see these ones for a good price, if not sold at all, and I don't know if I can trade them for them. So I figured instead of making a new page for Chenla, I'm going to put both of them on here, and then later, eventually, if I can get more of that set, we can give him his own page. Same with Yuta. I'm not sure where to put him. So this is going to have 3 Yuta. So it's fine. It's fine. I can always change it later. And then another page, because I also forgot. The kind person also is trading me a 10 from Super M10 card. So I'm really excited for that too. And the reason why 10 is on this page and not on this page, because like Rachel, if you put them on here, it had more different members. But the problem is that this card in particular has a really bright red background. And that does not fit my vibe check for this. So he's going to get his own page. And then hopefully I can get more of the, maybe more wavy PCs in the future eventually to put on here. So that would be cute because that means it'll go with my wavy page too. So that's the updates for this binder. Oh, another update I did have is that I did take out half-ish of my bigger inclusions. I was trying to condense some binders to get another one, or to have enough room to make an extra binder, if that makes sense. So I did lessen this a little bit because the way it was already getting so full, and I'm just like, it is still pretty full now, but it has a little bit more room. So that way, eventually, when I do end up making this be an NCT binder, I'm going to have to realize eventually this probably will become my NCT binder. Let's be real here. Because I just realized I have more wavy here. So they could go on the page with 10. Oh, I'm sad. But I also love how it's miscellaneous. Does that make sense to y'all? I don't know. I am too sentimental. So I'm going to hold on to it being the miscellaneous binder for now. Eventually, she will become the NCT binder. When that day comes, I don't know. Maybe when it's a full binder and I'll make the decision. I can't let it go. I can't let it go just yet. I love my miscellaneous binder, but alas. That's updates for this binder. Next binder is a very brief update, which you'll understand in a second. So let me go get her. So, I'm not going to show you the cover just yet. It's still a work in progress. But this is an empty binder, and you may be wondering, why is it an empty binder? Well, going through my Hunjin binder, I realized that binder is literally full to the brim. I don't think I can fit any more pages in there that I'm comfortable with filling more pages in with. So, as a result, to plan ahead, because I do have an extra binder, I actually do have 2 other extra binders since I was able to condense the other ones, is my Hunjin 2 binder. So, the design is a work in progress. I did have, this was actually supposed to be a photo for me to draw eventually, which I probably still will draw eventually. But I had an idea of, putting, magazine cutout letters for his name, and then figuring out the design that way. Unfortunately, I don't have, an array of magazines with me, so these are all, printed out letters that I cut up. So it's the vibe of the magazine cutout letters. I really like how it turned out, though. And I'm just debating because I did add this as well. This one had to go through a lot of iterations because I initially wrote it really big, which I'm glad I used pencil first because if I didn't, I wouldn't realize that this is the size I wanted, if not a little bit smaller than that. So I'm trying to figure out, do I want like to put more sparkles on it or stickers or like what's the vibe? Because I feel like this should be the only part that's in color and then the rest should be black and white or clear if I have any clear stickers I can find. So that's the vibe. So this is my Hunjin 2 binder. I'm not sure what the name is going to be, if it's going to be Hunjin 2 or 2.0 or what that's going to be like, but I'm really excited. I think I'm really hyper, so I apologize about that. But this is my Hunjin binder. I did start setting up or attempt to set up like the inside. So I just have this as a freebie. This was a freebie from a long time ago. This one as well for my bestie. And then so this will be the cover, which I need to, like I said, still work in progress. I did set up for potentially whenever the new comeback is. Usually they have like 3 album PCs and then a digipack I'm assuming we'll have as well. So, that'll be whatever this is like. So I just put A, B, C in the digipack just as a, not a precaution, just as a, to set it up in case whenever that happens. I put it in purple because I'm still manifesting a purple comeback. I want purple. My favorite color is purple, if you can't tell. So I'm manifesting it's purple. I really hope it's purple. So that's it for this binder. And then we have my next... Oh, the also problem with this is that this paper keeps flying. I don't know why. So I need to debate if I want to make a background on top of, like, behind it. So that way it won't keep doing that. But it's weird because my other binder doesn't do that. So I don't know what's wrong with it. But let me go on to my next binder, explain about that, and then we can talk about my collection goals, because I realized by talking about this one, I remembered I wanted to talk about that. But let me move on to the next binder so we can see that. So one moment. So, always surprised. Next binder is my ZB1 binder. I have quite a few updates, I think. Well, future updates, I should say. I did end up making a keychain / charm thingy for my binder because I finally got my letter beads back. So I did that. I think this you guys saw last time, I think, too. I did get another freebie. The back is kind of meh, or like I don't really care for the back. So this one is in the white sleeve. So I'm thinking the rest of the freebies I get, if the backs are the same, I can put them in the white sleeve. So that'll work that way. And I did get a Hanbin and Ricky Pop. Here you can see. Since I last saw you guys. Because I couldn't resist and they're cute. And yeah. So let me pause real quick. I'm getting a phone call, I think, and then I will be right back. So the big updates for this binder is that in the future, which is probably going to be soon-ish. I actually don't know how soon it would be. But, ZB1's Japanese comeback. I decided to get some PCs. And by some, I mean a lot. Because you know what? My ZB1 enabler friend / one of the best group order managers keeps enabling me. And I'm very grateful for it. So, love them. They've been helping me fuel my ZB1 collection. So I'm very excited for it. So, I did originally film me setting up for this, but like I said, multitasking when filming specifically, not my forte. Not meant for me. So, I have it set up for now, and what I think would be visually good or like satisfying for me is that I have, a mix of the members. So like Hanbin, Ricky, Tere, Hanbin, Tere, Ricky. I think that makes sense. And then anything with a star, if you can see the little mark, that means it's not secured yet. But hopefully eventually. So, yes. This one, also work in progress. So I got Tere in the corners. I have the unit cards, and then I think I have an extra Tere that can fit in this spot. Which is why I put a question mark, because I think that would go here. This one, I think if I counted for all of them so far, this would also make sense. Hanbin for these two I don't have yet. Hopefully eventually though. And then I did get one OT9 set because my goal is to try and get at least one OT9 set per era or kind of era thing because I don't have one for Youth in the Shade and I don't have one for Melting Point. Mostly because I'm just not sure which ones I would want. But also, I was more focused on trying to get this specific OT9 set, which honestly I'm satisfied with this one for those eras. So maybe in the future eras I can get OT9 sets moving forward because it's going to be a lot easier for me that way. But I'm not sure. But speaking of this binder and collection goals, for ZB1, nothing's going to change. I'm just going to be collecting more of them. I really enjoy collecting them. And they're only temporary, so you know what? Might as well. And they make me really happy. So that's not going to change. We're mostly going to focus on Tede. And I'm going to try and get Hanbin and Ricky when I can. And then, like I said, maybe try and get an OT9 set per era if I can. And if I really enjoyed the era. But I mean, I enjoy all the eras, but you know what I mean. So that's my goal for ZB1. What else? I think we'll keep this as just like my background. So that way you have something to look at. For ateez goals, I don't really have... Well, okay. Let me kind of prioritize who I'm not prioritizing and who I am. And then we can talk about who and why. So, for ateez, I do collect Yuno. So Yuno's my bias. So my bias line, let me kind of back up. Bias line for ateez is Yuno, San, Wooyoung, and Yosung. And I tend to pull a lot of Yosung and San, which is, I'm very gratefully blessed with those boys. I unfortunately never pull Wooyoung. Have I ever pulled a Wooyoung? I don't think I have, that I can recall. And sometimes I do pull Yuno. So my main goals for ateez is to collect Yuno specifically. I'm not going to backtrack a lot because that's just a lot of PCs. I also don't want to collect their POBs because that's a lot of POBs. They've released so many POBs that I'm just like, how do people keep up? I could never, especially because I got burned out on Stray Kids POBs specifically. But my main goal is to try and collect Yuno. So if I pull a member that's not a part of bias line, I try and trade for it. Unless it's a really cute PC, then I don't trade for it. If I ever pull a San or a Yosang, I almost said a combination of names. If I ever pull a San and a Yosang, I usually, more than likely, will always keep them. Same would go for Wooyoung if I ever pull him, but I don't think I've ever pulled him as of yet. So that's kind of like, they're like low priority. If I can get them, I get them. If I can't, then that's all good. I'm really satisfied with my ateez collection as of right now, because I think I kind of got myself burnt out from the Outlaw PCs, to be quite honest. So, I'm really satisfied with that as is. Also low priority is Stray Kids. As I talked about in my rambles, if you watch those, pretty much I kind of burnt myself out with collecting Stray Kids specifically. I've let go a lot of PCs, and I'm still trying to let go of a lot of PCs. I do have some up for sale and for trade on my Instagram if you're interested. Same username. So my main priority is just to collect Hunjin. I really want to collect his album PCs, and for POBs, I'm definitely not as committed to collecting POBs anymore. Because I collected so many for Hunjin, I'm pretty satisfied as is. I'm okay with not getting every single POB. And I have a lot of PTSD from collecting those POBs from Accident Era specifically. And group orders just take forever because I join one and then it's like a year later, if that, I get the PCs and it just makes me feel guilty and not as happy as it used to be. As it used to make me feel, I should say. So, I'm just slowly collecting just Hunjin specifically now. Same with ateez. So if I pull, my rule is, because my bias line for Stray Kids is Hunjin, Felix, and Lino. Ian is number 4, but collecting wise, if I pull Lino or Felix, I had to think about it because I almost at Hunjin. If I pull Lino or Felix, then more than likely I will not trade those cards unless it's a PC I don't really care for. Because there are some PCs I really don't care that much for, and if I could trade for a Hunjin, I will. But what's the word? For example, I actually had some PCs where I tried to trade Lino for Hunjin or Felix, but I actually ended up pulling or getting Hunjin and Felix. So then I was like, wait a minute, why can't I not just keep Lino? Because obviously I already have my other two, so why don't I just keep him? So in certain situations like that, I can just keep the card and not have to worry about it. But yeah, unfortunately, lower priority now. It's not that the boys don't make me happy. It's just the collecting them in particular has just made me burnt out. But that's just my fault and a me problem. So yeah, those are low priority. Who else have I been collecting that are a low priority? Oh, lovelies. Also low priority. Only because I don't think many people are still selling them or trading them at all, really. I'm not even sure if the ones that I have saved are even active anymore. So unfortunately, lovelies is also low priority, but I want it to be high priority, specifically for Miju because she's my queen. She's my bias. I love her to death. So also low priority. I think higher priority, kind of like on the opposite spectrum, would be Wavy. Since you guys did see my Wavy OT6 set. I really want to collect more Wavy if I can. I would love to collect more Wavy, specifically from Phantom Era moving forward, because that's when I became a Wazeney. So I would love to collect more of them. NCT as a whole, I guess for the other units, because girl, I can't. When I talk about them in my next Rambles episode, whenever that is, that's gonna be a whole nother story. But for the other units, for 127, bias line is Doyoung, Yuta, Jaehyun, and Haechan. So I mostly want to try and collect Doyoung and Yuta because their cards, in particular, I find a lot cuter. Jaehyun, maybe a select few, and then Haechan, like I said, a select few. But I'll talk more about him in the Dream, NCT Dream collection goals. So 127, they're like, I would say medium-ish priority, mostly because it's like a nice variety compared to the other PCs that I'm just so used to seeing consistently on a like just constant basis that I'm just so used to it that it hurts my brain. So to be able to see something different is really refreshing. But I think I kind of almost overdid it with collecting like Doyoung and Yuta specifically, but I will like to collect more of their PCs. Specifically Doyoung, I would love to collect more of his perfume era PCs because Dojajang, my heart, oh my gosh, I was sleeping on those songs in particular. So I'd love to collect more of that era. So I would say like they're medium priority. They're like higher up my list because I just like the variety and seeing something new. Who else? NCT Dream would also is like medium to low priority. Like I said, for that one set, I want to collect the rest of them on my wish list, but alas, I don't think it's going to be very easy. But it is, something eventually I want to be on the lookout for. Oh, and NCT Dream bias list is Haechan, Jaemin, and Jisung. Chenla and Jeno fight for number 4. I'm still not sure. I think Chenla beats Jeno just a tiny, tiny bit, though. But NCT Dream is definitely, I would say, lower to medium priority, where 127 is like low to medium priority, only because NCT Dream, I'm like a lot more newer fan compared to the other units. So they're not a really high priority for me, but I do enjoy some of their PCs. So I do want to collect some more glitch mode PCs. And I do want to finish, was it ISTJ? Yes, that one specific set that I probably will not be able to find very easily. Um, so that's the other reason why they're like lower, because I'm just like a newer fan, but also it's really hard to find those PCs, especially a specific Geno PC from Glitch Mode era. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Unfortunately, that time I did get a longer phone call. So I don't really remember where that left off. I think I was talking about NCT Dream and was like finishing up that conversation anyways. So they are lower to mid slash medium priority, only because, like I said, newer fan, just trying to figure out the vibes. I'm not sure if I'm going to collect for their latest song, um, only because I don't know what the PCs look like, and I'm not sure if this era will be like my favorite, like Ice TJ specifically was. So we'll see how that goes. Um, Kind of go with the flow. Um, Also forgot to mention for Wavy bias line is 10, Yang Yang, and then the rest of them. I really just they all are bias wreckers, but I feel like in third would be a tie between Xiaojun and Win Win specifically. Um, but specifically, I want to collect more so 10 and Yang Yang specifically. For NCT Wish, I love NCT Wish, by the way. Um, I just didn't realize who my bias line was going to be, but now I know. So it consists of Riku, Yushi, and Shoyan. I think is how you say his name. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still learning. So I really want to collect Riku's PCs specifically, Riku and Yushi. But definitely Riku. I did end up buying his album or his cover for their single album because I did get it on sale, so I figured why not. And I figured I could do an unboxing of that later, so hope you guys look forward to that whenever that comes, although that will be a lot shorter video. But yeah, I definitely want to collect their PCs as well. I already have an idea in my head, which I do, maybe I'll set that up too. Also off camera though. Because I'm hoping I can pull him or a bias, or maybe I can try and trade, because I have not had any luck finding their PCs for sale and or trade very easily, mostly for sale, because I don't think anyone's going to want to trade with me for those PCs specifically. But hopefully I can pull my bias line. I'm hoping, or I can try and trade for it. So that's NCT. There was some other group that I was going to say that I somehow completely forgot about. Other groups that I, or soloists that I try and collect every so often. Twice is a newer collecting group for me. So they're like, I think on the lower end. A lot of groups are on the lower end only because I'm trying to refocus on who I want to collect and who like what my goal is as of right now, but also save up for concert experiences and so on and so forth, and ZB1 specifically. I think ZB1 would be my highest priority, to be quite honest, now that I think about it. Probably ZB1 and NCT units are probably would be my highest priorities, to be quite honest. Because they're newer and, give me a lot of joy. So yeah. But I think other groups that I've shown in here, like, are so Twice, Sujin, when she comes up with a new album, Miju, whenever she comes up with a new album, 17, specifically I want to collect June, and maybe some Wano PCs, maybe. I haven't looked at his PC template, so I'm not sure, but they're definitely like the lowest priority, unfortunately. Specifically for June, I want him to become like higher priority, but like, I'm just like, I don't know the 17 PC collecting scene, if that makes any sense, that well. So I'm kind of scared to kind of dive into that. So, other than that, I think that's all that I really collect as of right now. I think so. Um, but yeah, other than that, that's what I have for you guys today. I think that was all I wanted to talk about. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. I don't think so, but yeah, so I will be back in my next video. More than likely will be a Rambles episode, I think. Debating if I want to talk about NCT next or if I want to talk about something else. Oh, actually, I did forget a group. Sorry, I got distracted by the children. outside. Um, the boys, obviously. How can I forget about the boys? Because I don't see my wish list on here, or I don't see it. Maybe because it's farther down. So the boys, um, more like casual, mid to low ish priority. I collect Younghoon and Hunjae specifically, and I do get their platform albums when I get a chance to, so that way I can get OT11. Other than that, I'm also trying to focus on Younghoon specifically. I really want to collect some more Hunjae PCs, but like I said, not my highest priority at the moment. Because I do have quite a few of Younghoon specifically, so it's not like a priority for me. Um, but yeah, other than that, I think those are all the groups that I can think of. I realized I forgot about them because I forgot I gave them their own binder, so that's why they're not next to me. So I visually forgot about it. Um, but yeah, now we can finally end the video. Um, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in my next one. The YouTuber things, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see next. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Okay, bye bye.